Installing the Froguts virtual dissection program on a Mac is fairly easy, but you have to make sure that you're following each step in order. If you skip one of the steps or don't follow the instructions exactly as they're written, the program will not work. So the first thing that you need to do is from the Science Bank webpage, scroll down and click Download Froguts. Once Froguts has downloaded, it should appear in your Downloads folder, which on a Mac is typically located in the lower right corner. Once that file has completely downloaded, you'll drag it out of your Downloads folder and onto the desktop. So from there, you will need to unzip the file. And to do that, you'll right-click. You'll move up to the top where it says Open With and click on Archive Utility. This will then unzip the file, which will then place the program file on your desktop as a separate blue folder. Okay. It is very important at this point that you do not remove any of the contents of this folder. For example, if you take this application and you drag it out to the desktop separately, the program will not run. So again, once unzipped, everything needs to remain in the Froguts _ v6 folder on your desktop. The next thing that you will need to do is to remove the quarantine from the program, which will allow it to work. So to do that, you'll follow the instructions as listed here. The main thing that you'll need to do first is to copy this command. So you'll highlight, hit Control-C or copy, and then you'll need to open the terminal app. Okay, to do that, you'll go up to the top of your screen, click the magnifying glass, and type in terminal. Hit enter, and that will open the terminal window. From there, you'll need to paste the command that you copied from the Apple quarantine instructions on the Froguts website. Once that's pasted, you will hit enter. Okay. Very important that you hit enter after you've pasted that command, and then you can close your terminal application. Okay. Once you have removed the quarantine from the program in the terminal application, you'll come back to your Froguts v6 folder, and then you will click the application here, Froguts v6 for Mac. When you double click, it may take a second, but the program will then load, and you will see the main Froguts menu. Once the Froguts menu has loaded, you can, from the menu here, select the fetal pig from the menu, and it will then launch the program.
The fetal pig is one of the most common mammalian dissections.